And so that wraps up this look at Maz. I'd love to know your thoughts on this figure in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching. Alright, a quick look at the packaging, and of course Maz does come to us in that red and black box. You can see through the window packaging, not only do you get the figure, but you do get the treasure chest, a blaster, and the lightsaber. And you get some nice artwork of Maz on the bottom right corner. And the numbering keeps going higher and higher here, as she is number 49 in the lineup. And then you flip over to the backside, everything's the same here. You get a brief write-up about Maz, and of course this is a little more Episode 8 centered, as it does mention that maybe we're going to see her shooting some weapons here in the movie, as it says that she takes a more hands-on blaster firing role in the turbulent criminal underworld. And taking it out of the packaging, I gotta say, this is an awesome looking figure. I think they did a very nice job with her. You got a wonderful looking head sculpt. I think they captured her perfectly here. It looks exactly like Maz to me. The eyes are painted in nicely. There's a nice paint job to the skin tone as well, kind of that golden brown color. The little goggles on the top of her head do slide down to cover her eyes, and I'll show that in a little bit. And then you kind of spin around to the back side of the head, and on this on a little hat there, you get some silver paint detailing, a little bit on the side and one on the back. Through that main body, I really like the way that shirt looks. They got some nice fabric detailing in there, even through the vest, some different textures. And by the way, the vest is removable if you want. That's not attached to the main body or anything. Pretty nice painting for the necklace through there. I do have a little bit of red, not sure why that's there. Little factory error, I suppose. Through the arms, again, sleeves are looking good. Matches the chest area well for color. All these little bracelets are painted in pretty nicely, and for the most part, you get a little variations of colors on each bracelet. And then for the rings that she's wearing, that jewelry there is, again, painted a little bit separately as well, so you can pick that out nicely. And through the waist area, the belt's looking good. That part is separately molded and then glued on, attached somehow, but you get some color stripes painted in there with a little bit of dark brown and like a keychain looking thing or whatever. And then moving on down, the pants are looking pretty good. It looks like there's a very small amount of like dirt wash in there, kind of in the deep crevices of the folds of the fabric. And then the colorful socks are looking pretty good too. Moving into the bits of articulation, as I mentioned, these goggles do slide down, so just give a little twist, and maybe I'm crazy, but it does seem like maybe there's just the smallest amount of magnification when it covers her eyes, or maybe that's just something I just kind of want to believe I'm seeing. Anyways, that head, of course, does swivel around quite nicely. You get a little bit of up and down there, and then that neck does bend down and then back up. As for the shoulder area, of course, they do come up and then rotate around. At your elbow area, you got your swiveling, and then, of course, you got your bend to 90 degrees. As for the hands, of course, they both do swivel around, and then, let's see, that left one is, well, you get just a slight amount of side to side. The bracelets are a little bit in the way there. And then for the right hand, let's see. There's a hinge there, but you know, I'm not getting any movement out of that, but it does swivel. Let's see, waist articulation, she does swivel around side to side. That's just above the belt. Nothing really bragging about for crunching there. And then for the leg area, of course, fantastic range of motion at the hip area with your forward and back and swiveling around and stuff. Top of the thigh, you get some swiveling there too. And then for the knee joint, it is just a single joint, but you also get some rotation out of that. So that's kind of different there. At the top of the foot, or sorry, the foot area, you get your forward and back for that ankle articulation, and then it does swing around. As for accessories, you know, first up here is this nice treasure chest, of course, that we saw in Force Awakens, where Rey gets the lightsaber out of. Really nice looking. You got some great wash painting in there. It looks like, you know, kind of some old wood chest there. Got some nice added details with the little kind of silver bolts and stuff painted through the back side of the lid, lining up really good with where the straps are and the bolts would go through from the top side. One thing I will say about the painting is on the inside of this handle, I do have a complete paint job through there. You know, it matches the rest of this wood, but for some reason on this other side, it looks like it was left plain. Your mileage may vary on your figure. I'd be very interested to know, though, if yours is finished off in there and mine just isn't, or maybe everyone's just came out that way. But anyways, so the rest of this, on the inside of the chest, of course, you got, you know, like canisters and whatnot molded in there. But the big thing, of course, you're going to want to do is slide that lightsaber in there. And you can close the lid and then snap that on there. So a nice little throw-in. Well, I mean, I don't want to say it's a throw-in, but certainly some added value to the toy, especially since it is a smaller figure. And as I mentioned, she does come with Luke's lightsaber. Mine got very warped in the packaging. Yours will be very different, I'm sure, or maybe not. I mean, the one that I kept to not open is nice and straight, but I guess that's what you get when you order online, is you can't pick and choose what comes your way. Anyways, though, I mean, it's detailing's nice to it. Everything's as you would expect. It's Luke's lightsaber. It's silver, a little bit of black on the handle, and a red button. Do have a hole there, so you could probably slide a blade on if you wanted to. And the figure does come with your standard issue Rebel Blaster. Who knows yet if this is what she's using in the movie. I kind of doubt she is, but anyways, you know, it's the Rebel Blaster, silver tip on the barrel end, and then the rest is just black. Nothing we haven't seen before on this one. So overall, this really is a great figure. You're not going to get any complaints from me on this. I like that it comes with some added value with that little treasure chest and stuff. So yeah, it's a great toy. Hey toy fans, Aaron here. Today you're going to check out the 6-inch Black Series Maz Kanata. So let's head to that table and check it out.